Hello, Cities Skylines fans. I'm sockswayup, and welcome back to Chillhorn, a Snowfall DLC skitty. I'm leaving that in there. City Skylines Let's Play series. Last episode, we worked on a little bit of detailing and expansion of the city, and today is going to be a little bit of the same. We're going to do a major freeway extension. Well, we're going to add some freeway off-ramps, and we're going to add a brand new area that we're going to build out. That's going to be the bulk of where the residential area is for the rest of Chillhorn. I'm really excited about getting that going. First, we're going to extend this road all the way around the base of the mountain to get the infrastructure down. I want to get the road system, or at least the main arteries of the road system, laid out so that we can then build some of the inner roads to get the final layout going of this large area. And to be honest, this is one of the largest areas I've tackled in a YouTube video, so we're not going to get the whole thing done, but we are going to get the base of it going today. And as we get going here, I want to take this time to say thank you for stopping by, and if you're enjoying this content and want to see more of it, smash that subscribe button, enable those notifications so you can know the second one of the sockswayup videos is live. So as we continue this build out here, we're it looks like we still have, my goodness, I still have prop and tree anarchy on. We still have trees on the road, which is gonna be fine because in a few seconds I just completely remove all the trees from this area. We're gonna put them back later, but for now they are gonna be gone. And there it is right there. And the reason why I did that is I wanted to be able to see what I was building a little bit better. There was a lot of trees in that area, and it was getting distracting. So we know which type of tree it is. We can definitely grab that and populate it back in the area once we get everything laid down. That's gonna be fine, not stressing out about that too much. But I did, I wanted to clear it out so we could build it a little bit better and not get distracted by trees. So here we're gonna continue, again, kind of making this half circle, following the base of the mountain, kind of dictating again. I'm killing this point, beating a dead horse. We're letting the map dictate where we're going, and this area here is going to be wide open, so there is going to be an opportunity to play around with road designs once we get this base, these arteries laid out, so to say, and that's pretty cool. That's what we do. Check it out. All right, and here we decided we're gonna flatten out some of this. I wanted to give us a nice area to build on that wasn't too much terrain change going on, too many slopes. You get those houses that have the mountain or the terrain in the side of it where they're not even with the ground. So that's why I did that. Went ahead and skipped ahead. You didn't need to watch me fix the level of the roads. I think we've done that a few times in episodes. And here I was just kind of imagining where I wanted the freeway exits to be, and where I wanted those to line up. And so I kind of lay those out for us to get an idea later on where we want to get those going. And I'm not using much money right here because I wanted to save that for, other usages. We only have $3,000 to our name right now, and that's not going to go very far. So we get the base of these laid out. I think we had about 4 of them. So we're going to have 4 major freeway exits in this area that are going to allow a lot of traffic to come in. This is going to be a very highly populated. Again, I'm not sure I'm going to use any high density in this build. Let me know what you think about that. Do we need a downtown area? Should we make this just a rural, that's a tough word for me to say, rural area that is just low dense and has just some blue collar people working and living there? And I think that's what I like for Chillhorn. I think that's my vision. But yeah, so we run out of money here. I think that's a good opportunity to kind of scale back and take a peek at what we're going with and kind of imagine where it's going from here. You can kind of see where those entrances are going to be. You can see where the freeway is going to have its exits and where the main arteries of the new large area up there. That's a big area to tackle today, and we're going to get a good chunk of it done. And here we go. But wait a minute. I've been so excited about extending and growing this city that I forgot about basic services. We do not have a cemetery. I'm gonna have to let the game run a little bit, get some money for that. Can't believe I did that. That's kind of funny, actually. I've been excited about this city, you can tell, and now we're just trying to find a place to put that down, and gonna have to let the game run and get caught up and get all those dead bodies picked up. That's pretty sad. I feel bad for all these Sims here that they have nowhere to send their loved ones when they pass away. All right, you can see we cut away. We went ahead and we changed it. We have unlimited money. I was getting tired of waiting for money. It was slowing down the progress of just making this city look nice, and we know how to make money in cities. We know how to manage the budget. I'm not too worried about that anymore in my builds. I don't know if I'll ever play without unlimited money moving forward. Maybe the first few episodes kind of prove that we can get it going. Use those as opportunities to show new viewers, how to start cities. We'll keep that going for sure. But here I was playing around with using existing freeway exits, at least some assets that I found on the asset store, and I forgot to delete the freeway, so we had to, make some adjustments ourselves. And this is something that I'm gonna research on my own. I've said this before, early on in Socktown. I'm not very good at making on and off ramps on freeways. Freeways altogether drive me nuts. I like basic road layouts and populating cities inside those roads. The highways drive me nuts. So this one I was like, you know what? Forget the custom asset. Let's make our own. Let's see if we can make it look nice. I played around with it for a good 10 minutes. And it turned out pretty similar to the custom asset. So, we can see here that we do finish our own. A lot of struggling with, anarchy settings versus not anarchy settings versus forgetting which type of road we want to use or the bend of the road, but it turns out fine. It's just it's a little struggle. I don't know if anybody else struggles with this aspect of the game. Let me know in the comments below. That probably make me feel a little bit better. And this right here might be my favorite part of the episode. I spent 10 minutes making that exit, and then I just went back and used the custom, the pre-made asset. So that was enjoyable for me, but I think I'll get better at it. Maybe I'll make my own. I think that's what I've always wanted to do, is just spend some time creating my own custom asset for that. And then I decided, let's fix the freeway a little bit, and let's correct the bend, and it turned out good there. And we connect it here as well. And then we kind of rinse and repeat this and get the other two exits done. All right, so we skipped ahead a little bit. The entrances are in. We're just upgrading the roads at this point, adding replacing those temporary roads that we put in there for just some bookmarks or placeholders. Words are hard tonight. Yeah, placeholders. And then we're extending that side road that's just right next to the highway all the way down here. And this is a little trick of mine. I wanted to have an 80 or a 90-degree angle right off the freeway, and then build it past and then add the intersections later. So, you're extending that main road first, and then you're adding in your secondary roads or the rest of the intersection later on. And you get what I mean. You saw what I did there. And here, this long straight road, a little intimidating for me. I don't really have that long of straight roads in my cities. So that's pretty unique. And here we're just starting to lay down some of the interiors of this area, and this big open space where I don't have the map's terrain anymore, or I don't have any rivers or anything in here to kind of dictate where we build. It gave a little bit more freedom of creativity, but also it's challenging at the same time. So we go ahead and add in kind of an idea of all the main entrances to these little small sections of this area, and then after that we start filling them in. All right, as I jump back in here for you guys, one of the things I'm trying to do here is maximize the zoning area. I'm trying to do inside of this new subdivision or this new little residential area, so where we utilize all of the spaces and we have full zoning blocks available to us so we can get a maximum amount of houses in this area. I do want to grow this to be a pretty dense area, even though they are low density houses. I want them to be close to each other. The first area, we talked about this last episode, kind of thought of it as, you know, we're building out a new town and people are getting some more land than others. And then later on, the builders decided, let's cram as many houses as possible into these new little residential areas. And here we build a large shopping center. It was a little struggle at first. I wanted to play around with the way I wanted the parking lots to go. And then I decide to just lay them right next to each other. And I try this little trick with Move It. I try to do a copy and paste and duplicate, but it didn't completely work out. And then I realized it wasn't completely flat right here either. So there's a little bit of a struggle here. We ended up playing with the terrain a little bit more, trying to get this area a little more even, since I do want it to be a large parking structure with a lot of commercial buildings. So we smooth it out, level it out, and keep going, pressing forward. We got it done, moved forward. This section here I did want to show because this is a good example of where you can use the duplicate tool. We laid down our 3 separate little parking lots there, and we went ahead and selected them and duplicated, and we're able to just paste them over and over again into each of these separate little parking areas. And that's a cool little trick that can save you some time when you're building out these parking lot roads. And then we're deselecting the zoning around all the areas where we do not want commercial, so we can maximize the amount of commercial buildings that we have in here. Just like that. Forgot one over here. Get that one taken care of, and one last little section zoned. And here I had a big brain moment. I couldn't figure out why electricity wasn't running into here. I couldn't figure out why buildings weren't populated. I even added more electricity. And zone down there, still not growing. Added a power line, still not going. Added a park, still not going. And then I let the game play. Then the electricity spreads, the buildings start growing. I thought it was pretty funny. I don't know if anyone else has ever done that, but it's a little embarrassing too. So here we go, we're zoning out this residential area, about to get it to grow pretty rapidly is the plan here. And we're gonna have another little time lapse that's even quicker than this one to kind of show what it looks like as it fills in. And I hope you enjoy it, and here it goes. All right, as I was finishing up zoning that area out, I realized there's no services out here. So we went and did a unique thing for me. I threw a lot of services in a large area here. I wanted to get those down to get the city happy. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it this way, even though I think it looks kind of cool. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this services area. We threw in, you know, the elderly homes, the daycare, the police, the fire station, and a hospital. So this is gonna be a busy little area. Probably not gonna be able to handle the traffic, but it turned out kind of neat. We threw a lot of police stations in here as well, and I don't know, it's kind of an idea I haven't really done before, but it looks kind of cool. It's this little service area, or yeah, I guess, yeah, services, because they're, you know, police stations, fire stations, and things. In that time lapse, there was a house that almost burnt down, but the fire department from the original town did make it all the way in. And now we just kind of wait and get the cops out here to take care of things, get the dump trucks out to pick up the trash and get the city back in a good place. And our profit is down to negative 2,500. If I didn't have unlimited money, I'd be running out right now. Next episode, we're going to shore that up. We're going to get ourselves back into the positive. I do want to keep an eye on that as the city goes and make sure it's still a profitable city, even though we're using that unlimited money. All right, we're taking another peek at the city at night, and it looks like the dump trucks haven't made it out to this new neighborhood quite yet. They'll get there eventually. And I wanted to get a good view of it at night. I like nighttime a lot. This is making me fall in love with playing the game with the day-night cycle going again, and it's pretty neat. Here we add our education area for this new large city or town here, and we had a elementary school and a high school next to it. And then I add a few parks and a basketball, or I think it's the tennis court next to the high school. And we throw in a few little parks here for the kids to hang out at while they're at school. And it's kind of funny. I'm playing at a faster pace than I normally play and trying to build this a little bit quicker than normal. And I'm forgetting about the services all over the place. I'm forgetting about education. I'm forgetting about police stations. So we're gonna slow down in the next few episodes and take care of the city, make sure it's a complete city and has everything that it needs. I also have some cool ideas for a ski resort that we're gonna attack here in a couple episodes, maybe the next one, maybe a couple out, but there's some cool assets out there that you can use to build ski resorts and actually have guys and gals on skis skiing down the slopes, and it sounds pretty cool. And I watched a few videos of it. I'm super excited to add that aspect to our city. But that's pretty much gonna wrap up this episode of Chillhorn. It's coming along nice. I'm enjoying it. Again, I don't know if I'll build another snow city after this, but you gotta do one, right? And the DLC was 75% off, so why not? It's fine. But I think it's a great way to end the year. Enjoying this white stuff on the ground everywhere that I don't get to see in my hometown, so definitely enjoying it. And looks like our commercial area started to come in pretty nice. I did a little research, and it seems like those parking spaces are supposed to have snow in them on this DLC, so we're gonna live with that. And it looks like we have some floating buildings or floating cars. We'll take care of that too in the next episode and get that fixed up. But again, this area is growing. A lot to do to get it to connect to the existing city. We're gonna build that out in the next few episodes. And here's a little peek at some of the additions that we added. We added a good amount of industry over here, crammed all those together, plenty of places for people to work. Got to keep an eye on that demand as well, though, because I mentioned I don't want to add any office complex to the city. I think we're going to stick with that. Let's keep this as a low income, low technology area of the world where old dirty industry, coal mining and stuff like that, it has to be part of their economy to keep them going. And I think that definitely fits the style of city that we're building, so I am good with that. But like I said, that's gonna wrap up this episode. Thanks for joining. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, helps me out a ton. You'll get notifications when the next episode comes out so you don't miss a thing in Chillhorn. Until next time, I'm sockswayup, and thanks for joining.